It's probably worth mentioning all intellectual property rights are global, meaning that you can get them in any country in the world, but they are territorial. So if you want to enforce an intellectual property right in the United States, you have to have a United States intellectual property right. If you want to enforce one in Israel, you have to have an Israeli intellectual property right, for example. Rob, do you have anything to add there?
No, I think we might talk about mistakes that new inventors make commonly, so that folks in our audience can avoid those. And one of them is thinking that if they get a U.S. patent, then they have rights all over the world. And as you point out, clearly it's territorial. So if you need to enforce your rights in France, the U.S. patent isn't going to be much help to you.
In fact, zero.
Yeah.
Yes. So I think that that's one question. There is no worldwide patent. There are multiple mechanisms through treaties that the United States and other countries have where we are relying on each other, where the patent and trademark offices or the intellectual property offices around the world have work sharing agreements. We have other kinds of assistance so that, we're making it as harmonious for inventors and hopefully easy for inventors to get through. But each jurisdiction has their own intellectual property laws, and no matter what the treaties say about work sharing and cooperation, like the one reservation that every country says is we enforce our own intellectual property laws. So they will still perform some sort of an examination on that intellectual property right to make sure that that intellectual property application actually conforms to their laws, whatever they may be in the jurisdiction. And a lot of that is nuanced. The big stuff, I think, is pretty similar around the world, but the nuances can trip up new entrepreneurs as well.